Hello everyone, I'm Geek Freak and welcome to the video. Today I'm going to be reacting to Death Battles, Saitama versus Popeye. Oh yes, this is going to be so freaking awesome. Oh, this is this is going to be awesome. So, if you guys haven't seen this video, please go and watch the video first. This is what's that? Come back, watch this, and let's continue. Oh, what are my thoughts on this fight? I mean, okay, some people, I think, might actually like underestimate Popeye. I mean, Popeye's, basically, like, well, I wouldn't say he's a reality warper, but he's more like, he can, like, almost, like, fourth wall, things. Maybe, like, actually, I don't, actually, I mean, a fourth wall thing is, like, when he, like, interacts with the real world, but I think he's more of a 3.5, where, interacts with, like, what's happening in his world, but at the same time, it's not like in our world, you know what I'm trying to say. But Popeye's more of a something like that. I mean, he interacts with something that's outside. He's kind of like, in a way, the Mask. I mean, not like as like he's got the powers of the Mask, but he's more like he's so powerful that he can do almost anything. Almost, he's got like cartoon cartoon logic on his side. And now when it comes to Saitama. Yeah, you guys know what's coming. Saitama, he's the one punch man. Wherever he punches, he wins with one punch. Well, I mean, besides from that one time when he was fighting against I forgot his name. What is it? The last guy in the first season. What was his name? This is embarrassing. And it was like my favorite character. I forgot what his name was. You guys know what I'm talking about. What's his name? God, what is his name? Yeah, okay. He was in the first season, in the last few episodes. You guys probably know what I'm talking about. It was one of like the coolest fights, Anyways, I've seen the first season of One Punch Man. I haven't carried on watching reading the manga. I mean, in my opinion, I think the first season is, but okay, we basically got the general idea of what Saitama's all about. It's like, okay, so he's bored with his life and he's sick and tired of like always winning all the time. We get that. So yeah, okay, I better not go on with too much with One Punch Man, otherwise it'll be a One Punch Man rant thingy. So who do I think is going to win between these two? Hard to say. Some people will say, oh well, it's going to be Saitama because he can beat people in one punch, which hasn't been necessarily the case. When it comes to Popeye, I mean, Popeye has done some very outlandish things in the in this series. Well, not in his series. I mean, he's done like all sorts of stuff. I mean, if I was to make a list, I'd be here all day. But who do I think is going to win? There's one other thing. One other thing before I go. There's also this one video on YouTube. Look this up. It's really good. It's in French. It's when Saitama and Popeye meets up to do a rap battle, and you're probably thinking, oh come on, that sounds ridiculous. But no. I mean, the animation's good. The rap's good, and it's awesome how like, these two like get under each other's skin. It's really good. I recommend you guys go and check it out. Look up Popeye versus Saitama rap, and it's the one that has like the millions of views. So who do I think is going to win? I think it's going to be I think maybe Popeye's going to win this one. I think. That's my personal opinion. But considering that Saitama is the One Punch Man, he can beat anybody with one punch, which okay, I'm gonna go with Popeye. And who's my favorite character? Saitama's cool. Saitama's cool. So he's the coolest out of all of them. I like Saitama the most, but I think Popeye's gonna win this one. And no, I'm not trying to play both sides. I'm just saying. I think Popeye's got this one because he's got like a 3.5 dimensional cartoon physics on his side, and Saitama, well, I mean, he's just a badass. I think this actually might be the fight that Saitama is looking for. It's like, we're gonna do. Okay, so yeah, so I think that's everything. So yeah, well, that's said and done. Let's get to watching. Just give me a second. So this is Death Battles, Saitama versus Popeye, and 3, 2, 1, and go. 10 years of Death Battle, awesome, with some killer tracks. Oh. Pink. Oh, I haven't been this excited since this is Broly versus. Actually, no.
Saitama, the One-Punch Man.
Popeye,
the Sailor Man. East versus West. Old versus new. Healthy eating versus basic exercise. These two warriors may seem ridiculous, but their unassuming exteriors belie impossible strength.
Yep.
He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick. And it's our job to
analyze
their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Give me a second. I'm trying to turn this up. Oh, it's...
Life is pain, brutal and short. The challenges we face during our brief sojourn on this tiny blue marble are what make us human. They light a fire in our souls.
Yep.
They make it all worth something. Without them, we are lost. Yeah, it's a little early in the day for an existential crisis, but luckily I came prepared. For this failed salaryman, all it took to get that fiery passion back was to save this butt-chin child from a crab monster in underwear.
That child has crabs.
And he was going to be a superhero. And so he trained, pushing his body beyond its limits and shattering the boundaries of humanity. So hard, his friggin' hair fell out. Saitama's strength grew exponentially day by day, with the goal of becoming the greatest hero who ever lived.
Boom.
Much to his horror, that's exactly what he got.
Yep.
All it took was one punch. Damn it! He became too strong.
Yep.
He became the one, the only, the infamous Caped Baldy.
Yep.
But anyone who's cool knows him as One Punch Man.
One Punch!
Hey,
was that the Joker? Starboy?
One friggin' punch.
Yep.
And this is a universe with some pretty whacked out monsters.
Yep.
Like a giant who's over a quarter of a kilometer
Fighting, video games, this can't press.
Or an Esper who can effortlessly pull giant meteors from outer space. Or a monster king who shaved off a continent from the Earth's surface and lifted it into the stratosphere.
Holy crap baskets!
Never even broken
And
so much as a sweat fighting any of them. During their battle, that same monster king absorbed this huge chunk of the Earth's core and fired it at Saitama.
Oh.
Blocked it by squirt gunning some lava at it.
Oh.
The lava he was bathing in, naked. And then he punched him. Surprise. Saitama's created images just by hopping side to side. He defeated a martial arts master with his butt. And survived the inhospitable vacuum of space after being kicked all the way to the moon and before jumping back to Earth in about 16 seconds. That's 8% the speed of light. Kinda like the time he blocked attacks from this alien dude who's needed to move near light speed or punch so fast his fist starts to blue shift. You know, that thing that happens when you approach the speed of light? Saitama utilizes his absurdly superhuman strength and speed with techniques like his devastating normal punch. And if he wants to amp it up, the
serious punch.
normal punch. Are you kidding me? Those are his attack names? What kind of self-respecting anime protagonist is he? Simple, he's a satire. Instead of seeing his journey from the beginning and enjoying the struggle to the top, we join him when he's already there. Basically, imagine if Goku went Super Saiyan in his fight against Jackie Chun. Kinda sucks all the drama out, doesn't it? And that's the point. Far from the power fantasy the genre is known for, Saitama's life became an existential nightmare. Without suitable conflict, the struggle that had heretofore defined him became meaningless.
Well,
his new reality was inescapably boring. Which is really saying something.
Well, why doesn't Saitama like use his brain, use his mental capabilities instead of always using physical force?
gotta be shitting me. It doesn't make sense because it's not allowed to make sense. To be fair, though, to someone who isn't already a trained soldier or athlete, keeping that workout routine every day for years is pretty much impossible. Well, 100 push-ups and sit-ups are technically doable, especially if you space them out.
No, you can't.
Doing 100 squats and then
Yeah.
running half a marathon every single day would absolutely destroy your leg. Put simply, effective workouts involve shredding muscle fibers at the micro level, then allowing them time to repair themselves more durable than before. This repair process requires hydration, consuming protein and carbohydrates, and lots of sleep. But Saitama's workout schedule doesn't give him time to repair, which means he was basically just ripping himself to shreds over and over and over. After a few days, he shouldn't even have been able to move, but he just kept going. There might be an explanation. Take the brilliant scientist Dr. Genus, whose half-century of research into evolution Saitama erased in, well, one punch. According to Genus's hypothesis,
it's true. It's in the head.
Basically, every living thing on Earth has a limit to their natural abilities. At some point, no matter how badass they are, they'll plateau. Wait a minute.
That's a 1 punch. Blah 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 blah.
I gotta go to the gym. Well, Saitama trained so hard, he
Ouch.
literally defied the laws of nature and reality. He just breaks the logic of his world. He crushed the entire field of evolutionary biology in the palm of his hand. And while he has eventually stopped growing, it's pretty clear he's
That's it, Boros. That's what I was thinking about.
such as when he fought the godlike alien conqueror Lord Boros, and finally broke out his serious punch, a blow where he punches a little harder than normal, and reflected Boros' collapsing star-roaring cannon. Now you see, that's an attack name.
Wow.
An energy blast that was going to blow up the friggin' planet. That's over 50 zetatons of TNT, like a quadrillion of the world's strongest nukes going off at once. Despite his obvious and overwhelming power, Saitama's accomplishments were never officially recognized. As if no one in their right minds could believe a psych ward Charlie Brown could save the world. Well, he doesn't seem to mind. Almost as if being removed from anything resembling conflict gave him a perspective on how tropey and contrived his world is. Saitama's the only one in on the joke, because who cares about how part of their own ass a supervillain is, when you can just chill at home with your buds and play video games? Maybe that was the real lesson all along. Not to value our lives based on our accomplishments, but on the time we spend...
That's actually a good lesson.
Life's simple pleasures. I'll leave that to Saitama, and I can't think of anything
Ouch.
more pleasurable than punching so hard my name becomes a byword for literally unbeatable. The dude is the undisputed king of broken anime characters. Because if Saitama finds his equal, he's gonna end all his fights.
Yeah, just let's let you guys know. This thing keeps... Okay, hold on. Sailor Man.
Popeye the Sailor Man. Hero, adventurer, sailor, man. Man, he sounds like he smokes a pack of Marlboro factories every day. And, if you ever wanted to know what angry cat sex sounds like, he can sing. How exactly do you know? Never mind. Popeye's origins are humble. Born to the
Oh, God.
poop deck pappy, Popeye was immediately upon birth horrifically ugly. So ugly, his father fled in embarrassment of his spawn and never returned. So Popeye grew up with a chip on his shoulder and a pop in his eye, especially after discovering his higher calling, beating the snot out of people. Don't worry, Popeye's fists are righteous, only spilling the snot of those who deserve it. Inspired by his adopted father, Whaler Joe, Popeye set out to put his combat prowess to the test and joined the Navy, becoming a true sailor man. It was there he learned the sweet science of boxing and to battle against World War II era racial stereotypes. I'm being non-specific, not just for sensitivity, but because there are so many examples. Originating in the era of rubber hose animation, Popeye's body is essentially made of, well, rubber, able to stretch, twist, squish, and squash any way he likes. Or rev up his arm for a punch that'll knock you around the planet. Popeye's punches are fascinating, since they can disincorporate their targets into composite elements, like turning anchors into fishhooks, an alligator into handbags, and several Native Americans. I don't even want to know. I think the reason's pretty simple, Wiz. He's a cartoon. He can basically do whatever he wants. He can shoot fire from his corncob pipe, pull a canyon close, punch bolts of lightning out of the air, and even give the sun a black eye. Judging by the distance the sun is from the Earth, as well as the time it took for the high striker puck to reach it, the puck must have been moving at 500 times the speed of light. In order to generate that force, Popeye must have swung his fist just as fast. Hell, he's even shadowboxed so fast, he somehow occupied 2 places at once and hit himself. Is he just born this way? Is being ugly the secret to pulling insane bullshit superpowers out of your ass? Because if so, you might want to get on that, buddy. No. The secret to Popeye's immense physical strength is simply the virtue of nutrition. I knew you'd find a way to make it lame. Specifically, Popeye has spent his life consuming a miracle herb that has turned him from a mere sailor into a veritable god. Spinach. Propaganda straight from the bean counters at Big Vegetable. You'll never get me to eat my grains, damn you! It's only animal flesh and grain alcohol for me! Originating in Persia, Spinacia oleracea is a leafy green nutrient and antioxidant-rich vegetable that can help prevent cancer and reduce blood pressure. And apparently imbue your biceps with the power of God and anime. While a normal can of spinach contains about 44 calories, when used in Popeye's world, its effects are multiplied. Not only does it immediately increase Popeye's already impressive strength and speed even further, it makes him virtually impervious to harm. It lets him fly, turn invisible, shapeshift his body into literally anything, and even survive the universe getting turned off. That's right, this big whatever the hell that thing is apparently God, and he turned off reality in order to kill Popeye and his friends. Because why not? Except guess what? Popeye was fine. Why? Because he eats his spinach. I wonder what its nutritional content is like. Well, let's find out with math. No! A single can of spinach in Popeye's world was once able to grow a beanstalk so tall it reached into outer space, all the way to the nearby solar system, and shattered this stylized yellow star. By measuring the volume of this spinach stalk and including the caloric density of regular spinach, we can calculate one single can of Popeye spinach contains over 46 undecillion calories. That's over 700 octillion times greater than the total calories the average person will consume over their entire life. That's over 46 million Yoda tons of TNT, enough to destroy, well, a star, or enough to punch your annoying neighbor so hard that when they land, they tilt the Earth. By measuring the angle of the planet after tilting, we can determine its axis was adjusted by about. Something tells me that Saitama's going to lose this one because I can always tell this. They always try to give. I'll tell you in a second. So fast it travels backwards in time? Yeah, 'cause that happened. I only know one type of herb that'll take you through time. Whatever kind of spinach it is, sure ain't normal. Not true. Popeye doesn't consume some special magical spinach. Any kind will do, even if it's handed to him by the audience in the real world watching his cartoon. He can summon cans to his side by whistling for them, praying to gods, painting them into reality, or just waving his hand. The dude has literally been disintegrated into nothingness. Then his nothingness grabbed a spinach can out of nowhere and ate it. Nothing ate it. His nothing. And then he came back to his... I don't know. He can even punch so hard he tears the film strip he's being animated on. Or exit his cartoon to beat the shit out of his own animator. So Popeye's basically fought 2 different versions of God and whooped their asses. You know, he's a pretty chill broski, considering he's basically a spinach-eating Lovecraftian nightmare. But he's always down for a scrap. So if you decide to antagonize him, be aware you're messing with one of cartoon's all-time heavyweight champions. And, for your own sake, eat your fucking vegetables.
Hold on.
All right, the
Wait a sec.
are set. We've run the data through all
Hold on. Wait. When he says death bell, I'm going to pause it for a second.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp Online Therapy. We talk about BetterHelp a lot on this show, and this month we're discussing some of the stigmas around mental health. A shocking amount of people still think going to therapy. But that's not true. Therapy is a tool to utilize before things get worse to help you learn how to avoid those lows. So if you're struggling,
now you feel like number one.
BetterHelp is customized online therapy that offers video, phone, and even live chat sessions with your
So is Saitama the Popeye of the East?
camera if you don't want to. It's much more affordable affordable than in-person therapy, and you can be matched with a therapist in under 48 hours.
Give it a try and see why over 2 million people have used BetterHelp online therapy.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp, and Death
Oh,
Battle viewers
when he says Death Battle, I'm gonna stop.
first month at betterhelp.com/death.
It's time for Death Battle.
H-E-L-P.
Stop. Okay, so I'm in 40 minutes and 42 seconds. So, who do I think is going to win this fight? I'm still going to go with Popeye. I mean, here's the thing. Say what you want about all cartoons. I mean, yeah. I mean, back in the day, they were like, you know, their own thing and all that stuff, but come on, One Punch Man is so freaking cool. I mean, the action, the lights, and to be fair, I mean, the idea that Saitama's you know sick of like always winning, and you know the old you know he just like got to the top at the beginning. I mean, yeah, that's something to think about. But when it comes to Popeye, I mean, Popeye, you know, never backs down. He fought bullies. He basically, you know, never gave up. He had his spinach, and he got, you know, got stronger, you know, as he went through his life. Kind of like the opposite of Saitama. I mean, he just like, you know, he kept on like eating and training. Okay, he wasn't a trainer, but you know, he just never backed down from a fight. So he got stronger over time for that. But when it comes when it came to Saitama, I mean, he was already powerful as it is. So one's a cartoon god, one's a parody. So I mean, you can't get any more meta than this. It's so freaking awesome. I mean, they're both sides of the same coin, if you ask me. No, yeah, we know what I'm saying. So, yeah, this is gonna be also freaking cool. Oh, I can't wait. Okay. I love Popeye. I love Saitama. I think Popeye's gonna win, but I wouldn't mind seeing Saitama win. So yeah, I love both these guys. I swear, I'm not saying it just for the sake of like saying, oh, I want to play both sides. I swear to God, you guys know what I'm like. I like Popeye. I like Saitama. Saitama's cool. Popeye's well, not cool, but he's alright. I mean, can you imagine if Popeye and Saitama, you know, trade places, like it was Popeye that all the cool music and all that stuff. That'd be awesome. Okay, I bet carry on with this. So, this is Death Battle Saitama versus Popeye, the fight, and 3, 2, 1, and go. Oh no! Wait, sorry, I missed again. 3, 2, 1, and go. Okay. Oh, cool.
Always so expensive.
Yep.
No thanks.
Can't stand no one bad-mouthing me, spinach. Put 'em up, yes, big balloon.
Whatever.
Are they in Gumball World?
Well, blow me down. You ain't got a scratch on you.
I know, right? Overwhelming strength is so boring.
One punch!
I can't read.
Can't read that. That was funny. This is funny.
Okay.
A little bit more interesting now.
This is good. I like this. The animation's fantastic. What? Oh, that was so freaking cool. What the hell? Okay, so they're in. This is funny. I like this.
You sure is one crazy bazooka.
I'm just a guy who's a hero for fun.
that's all what I get.
Oh, okay, turn to Luffy.
What do you know? How am I gonna get back home?
This is great. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he's flipping the table. Oh yeah, well done, Saitama. You just CGI. Oh, dude, this is so freaking cool! Whoa! Oh my god, this is awesome! One punch! Come on, Popeye. Okay, Popeye looks cool in that. Okay, now you made me mad. Serious. One punch! Death. Spinach.
Amazing. This is amazing.
Yep.
How did you get so strong?
That's scary.
Can this be? My heart's beating so fast. My muscles ache. I can feel them again.
That's all I can stand, 'cause I can't stand no more.
I never thought it would happen. Seriously. I found it!
Awesome.
Thank you. Weird spinach mascot.
No! Boom!
He took a big gamble, but now he is scrambled. I'm Popeye the Sailor Man.
Yeah! Okay.
Well, I guess you could say that fight was over easy. Wait, except isn't Saitama's whole gag that he can't lose? It is, but it's more nuanced than that. Despite breaking his limiter, Saitama's strength isn't limitless. He's said so himself. Breaking his limiter meant his potential strength was likely infinite, but there's nothing left in his world powerful enough to push him to get stronger, like a bodybuilder stuck with 5-pound dumbbells. He also doesn't possess some magical ability to kill someone in one punch regardless of effort. Powerful adversaries like Boros and Garo have survived his blows repeatedly, albeit briefly, and he's never met anyone quite like Popeye the Sailor Man.
Woo!
According to the mangaka, One Punch Man's gag is that Saitama is an anime protagonist at the end of his series, slapped in at the beginning of his series, where he's too strong to have a challenge. So, if we know Saitama's strength does have a limit, what is it? We know he can deflect Boros' planet-destroying blast, but he was clearly super casual about it. He may have called it his serious,
Oh, that was so freaking awesome. I love it.
kind of serious. In order to get as generous a number as possible, let's assume Saitama was exerting the least amount of effort he could to throw that punch. Since he's still technically a human, we can assume the ratio between the least amount of effort possible and the most is relatively consistent with other humans. Let's just
If you say so.
The equivalent of only 1 calorie relative to the strongest punch ever recorded, which was over 1,000 joules. For reference, the average person burns about 1 calorie a minute doing absolutely nothing. So this is assuming Saitama is literally as casual as physically possible.
Neat.
That'd make his strongest
Okay.
weakest. Using Boros' energy blast as a base, Saitama's theoretical strongest punch would be over 11 unitons of TNT. That's
That's big.
insane. Enough to annihilate Uranus 4 times over.
Excuse me.
Well, that's impressive, but that's still far less than Popeye's star-busting power, which was millions of times greater. Sure, this is only an estimate. We don't know Saitama's full strength exactly, but the point is, whatever it may be,
This was an awesome fight. I loved it.
right, but trying to compare them with just numbers isn't the whole story. While Saitama can his world fairly easily, it's still a semi-realistic world that generally obeys the laws of physics.
Popeye in his world, on the other hand, can't really be measured at all. The dude's occupied 2 places at the same time, ripped the film strip he's animated on, and knocked out the guy drawing him. Can't do math to figure that out. Popeye's just on a whole other level of bullshit.
Even if Saitama was strong enough to kill Popeye in one punch, Popeye has survived being fully disintegrated, only to recover good as new. Hell, God turned off all of reality and Popeye just ignored it.
And on the flip side, there was nothing stopping Popeye from just turning Saitama into a bunch of eggs.
Yep.
Which he can do without spinach. So even if Popeye was weaker, he'd still have a way to finish the job in one punch.
Saitama was easily one of the strongest combatants we've ever seen, but pure strength was no match for Popeye's insane power, survivability, and plain old cartoon shenanigans.
If you thought nothing could match the One Punch Man, now you know Popeye's spinach can.
The winner is Popeye. And that's a wrap for our anniversary season. Thank you so much for watching.
That was great. That was really, really great.
To another, as Death Battle will return in 2022.
Coming soon. Bigger heroes. Okay. Okay, Akira. I saw Akira. I didn't say... I wonder who they're going to bring up for next year. March. What do you guys think? Anyways, well, that was fantastic, absolutely astounding, brilliant. That was okay. They went from CG, they went from like cartoony Gumball to pixels to CG. It was just outstanding. That was brilliant. I loved it. Absolutely fan-freaking-tastic. That was great. Woo! Woo! Wah! Wah! Round of applause. Oh, I mean, come on. That was a match made in heaven. That was fantastic. I loved it. Absolutely fun. Okay. On the plus side, despite Saitama losing, I mean, look at it this way. I mean, at the very least, Saitama got the fight that he's always wanted. I mean, yeah, it could have been much more longer. Just to give Saitama much more of a thrill of the fight. Just to give him that before Popeye killed him. I mean, that would have been more satisfying if that actually happened. I mean, yes, Saitama was happy that he finally found a challenge, but I think it should have been a little bit more longer, so that way Saitama was like, oh, I'm gonna do super serious. I mean, okay, in the series it's like, no, I'm doing lots of normal punches, which I mean these normal punches are on a whole different level. But imagine if Saitama was actually pushing himself, literally those dumbbell thingies where you lift them up and stuff like that. Well, imagine if he was trying to putting all your might into something like that. I mean, imagine if Saitama was like, I have to win this no matter what. It's like in a very, very desperate fight. I wouldn't mind if seeing that Saitama was trying, and then he came to this conclusion saying, I haven't felt this like this in a long time. This is what I've been looking for, and then Popeye won. That would have been more satisfying, but considering what we had, that was pretty damn freaking awesome. Animation was great. The fight was great. It would have. I wished it was a little bit longer. That's my only complaint. I mean, you have to admit. I mean, Popeye is a okay. He's not a reality warper, but he's a well, he can what they said on there. So. Whew. But I bet the One Punch fans are pissed at this, but yeah. Ooh, that was great. That was fantastic. So, yeah, if there's anything you guys want me to react to, just leave in the comments below and I'll get the video as soon as I can. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace out.
Thank you guys for watching.
And if there's a series you want me to check out and review and give my thoughts on it, or if there's a top 10 list you want me to do, or any reactions, or responses, or rants on anything geeky, just leave links and comments in the comment sections below, and I'll get to them as soon as I can.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, put the bell on,
share this video, and leave a comment in the comment sections below. And as for my social medias, I'm literally freaking everywhere! I'm on most video platforms, social medias, forums, and support sites. It's best to pause the video and see where I am. Literally all this is down in the description box below. So if you want to go and check those out, please do. I'm Geek Freak. Peace out.